Hello everyone. I thought today I would do a more personal video and give you 3 reasons why I spend some of my spare time creating these tracks. The first reason is to do with inspiration. I'm someone who's always had a desire to emulate the things they see. When I was 5 years old, around about 5 or 6 years old, and I went to school, I would spend some of my spare times at playtime on my own, pretending to be the teacher, pretending to give the school assembly, trying to emulate what the teacher was saying. When I was about 10 or 11 years old, I'd quite often go up to my parents' bedroom and pretend to be a TV presenter, trying to emulate the TV shows that I enjoyed, quiz shows, that sort of thing. And I've always had the desire to emulate the things that I like and the things that inspire me. And when it comes to music, that's a little bit harder to emulate. But from a very young age, when I was exposed, all the music I was exposed to, I recognised a lot of things that possibly a lot of people wouldn't recognise. I recognised a lot of the synth sounds that were very, very popular and used in the 80s, and a lot of the drum patterns as well. And obviously I couldn't really emulate that's in any way at the time because I didn't have any of the equipment. But now I can. So I somehow have an ability to listen to a song and instantly have an idea of how I would do it. Obviously depending on what that song is and that sort of thing. But part of the reason why I do it is to put that into practice. It's a creative outlet. And I just enjoy putting my own ideas and making them real. The second reason is basically to do with things I get a buzz out of. And I'm someone, if you ask me what I sort of get out of a buzz off in life in general, it is doing something that I'm good at and being recognised for it. Making an impression, not just doing something I'm good at, but actually doing something that makes an impression upon people, makes a positive impression, makes an impact, and knowing that I've done that. And this is one way that I can do that. And the thing is that I find myself quite often in situations where I'm not really suited to, where I'm having to do something that I'm not good at, where I don't necessarily feel strong or the strongest person there, where I'm struggling to keep up. And this could be in workplace situations at times or social situations. As I find that there are many things or many situations, where I have to do things that I don't feel I'm good at, and I may feel like a square peg in a round hole, it makes me even more want to do something that I believe I am good at. And whilst I am limited by the resources I have, for instance, and the fact it's just me on my own and got no one to assist me, I do nevertheless think that my tracks do demonstrate some raw talent, some raw musical talent and ability, and I want to show that off to the world. And the third reason is to do with leaving a legacy. Now, I've got to that age now whereby I'm realising how short life is. And that means, for me, making the most of life is about producing something that can leave a legacy further down the line. I don't want to spend my life just going to work, going home, having dinner, watching television, and then going to bed and doing the same thing all over again and never producing something. And I'm a bit nervous about saying this because I plan to be here for at least another 40 years. But if I was to die very soon, or if I was to have some massive accident where I became disabled or something, and I wasn't able to do this, I would think, well, at least I've done what I can in the time that I had. At least I spent the time where I am able to to produce music and create something and potentially leave a legacy, at least I spent that time doing it. At least I've got something to show for my younger years. So those are three reasons why I do it. There's probably many, many more reasons that I could think of, or things I could elaborate on that. But I thought I would keep that short. And I don't know what I'll do next. I might do another commentary video. I might get another track out. But I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.